Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special, quick Get in Tune, if you want to call it Get in Tune episode. I'm doing an unboxing today of some stuff, and actually, I have a buddy just popped into the green room. I'll be bringing him on in a moment. Um, and actually, what we're going to be unboxing is his book. But before I get to that, I wanted to show you guys a couple of things I haven't really had a chance to focus on. I might have shown them on my show quickly. Actually, my buddy just disappeared, so let's wait till to bring him on until he comes back. But I've recently, and I guess a lot of us do that. Most back, like Kickstarters and Indiegogos, and we help fund the stuff, and I get excited for it. Now one I've mentioned, but I haven't been able to focus on was JD Calderon's The Oswald Chronicles. This book, I haven't had a chance to read it. I'm going to start reading it next week. Hi, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to start reading this next week. I'm hoping next week I have a lot of free time coming up, so I'm planning to catch up on a lot of the books that I have backed. In addition to that book, what came with it was this beautiful, trading card. Is it upside down? Well, they're all kind of in different directions here. So, this beautiful trading card set that, whoops, all forms this picture on the back. All right, love that. It actually has a nice feel. Kind of reminds me of what is it? The old school version of Ganon from the Legend of Zelda, right? Didn't he kind of look like that in the old cartoon from the 80s? So it came with that. It also came with this nice, sticker here. I don't think I'll be putting that anywhere, but I'm gonna definitely keep it because I love the foil look on it. I think it's a beautiful sticker, and I love the art. I just don't usually stick things places. And then it also came with these other stickers, which, have I opened this yet? Oh, there it is, the opening. So you got these other little round, no, sorry, it goes that way. Round sticker here. And another one of the foil. And it also came with this really nice button here. So this was JD Calderon's The Oswald Chronicles, which you can look that up and read online. Look at his other books from Dreamweaver Press and the other stuff he does. And I don't have them next to me, but if you mention JD Calderon, you got to mention Daphne Page's work, who I love. Her work is awesome. They're two awesome people, by the way, but I love Daphne's art, and Eagle Raven is a great book. I've also, and this wasn't a Kickstarter or Indiegogo, but I'm just such a fan of Matt Hansel's work. I picked up this copy of Marty and Spud from him, and I loved it. I haven't had a chance to finish the book. I read a couple of pages in there, but the art is gorgeous. Everything is great about them. Another book that I recently backed that came in the mail was, and I think I'm saying his name right, Tom Rush, Rasch, Black Alpha, this beautiful sci-fi comic from WTF Comics here. This was great. A lot of great stuff in the back. Stickers, trading card, bookmark. That was fun. And I got a few more things here. I got a nice, that came with it, a Black Alpha pin. Some more stickers here and here. And although I'm not a drinker, got a nice little beer cozy to go along with it. This will hold my can of Diet Ginger Ale one day, I guess. That's as hard as I get. I also got this little nice cardstock poster with it. It was a great piece. And this was given to me. I said I'd do a review on this, and I do want to start reading it next week. It's a combination of prose and comic in here. It's done by, his name is Ivan Velez Jr. but my friend Gary Camp worked on it, so picked it up to do a review on. I'll be getting back to this book soon. And then just personally, they came in the mail yesterday. These are some mainstream books I just bought off Amazon. I'm excited for Cuphead this week, premiering on Friday, so I picked up a Cuphead comic to kind of get me in the mood to read. Gorgeous, old school style art. I love that 30s animation look. And because I am such a fan of Zelda, I picked up this this comic here. Beautiful. It's from, I don't remember how many years ago. I think 2016, maybe earlier. But I think this is a new cover to it. It's great. And if you don't believe me how much I love, here's my Zelda pillow, my Legend of Zelda pillow. But that's all the fun stuff that we've been, I've caught you up on. I'm going to bring on someone who's been on my show multiple times. He is co-owner of Fugitive Poems. He is the writer. He is a good friend of mine. But I also got the package today right here. Make sure my address isn't showing. That's on the back side here. Sent it priority because, his customers are priorities. So let's add on Christian DiMatteo. Hey, Christian.
Hello. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
Minus my internet deciding to stop for a little while. Terrific. It came back. I only had to say a small amount of profanities.
It's okay, man. Well, first of all, thank you for coming on. This is a little just kind of a quick thing I threw together. I've been wanting to talk about all these books that I've been getting and doing unboxings, and I haven't had a chance to. Now, before I do the unboxing, for those who don't know you, can you tell a little bit about Fugitive Poems and a little bit about this book that I'm about to open up?
I guess so. I wasn't prepared for this, so let me check my notes. No, I'm kidding. I'm Christian DiMatteo, and I am the co-owner with James Lines of Fugitive Poems Comics. We're an independent comic company, and what you've got there is our second. Well, we're going to find out our second anthology. I sent you a bunch of other stuff. This might be embarrassing when you see what's in there. You got
okay. Hey, listen,
no, I'm kidding. Just throngs of pornography. No, but we started this company. We are making our own graphic novel one shot right now. We have free comics up on our website, fugitivepoems.com, and we're just we're working our way through. And we've been blessed to discover the indie comic community and work with some truly fascinating people. And our first Containment Breach Volume 1, Quarantine Chronicles, we got to work with a couple of people we've gotten to know. And this time, well, you're about to see it is 3 times the size of Volume 1, and it's got over 36 different contributors.
Well, I want to say this. When I first got the package, I felt the weight of this book. This is a heavy book. All right. And I know, I forget if it was you or James who showed it when you guys were on with me, but you showed what this looked like. And hold on. Because it's in plastic and you got tape all around, which is great. It's stuck. It's stuck to the plastic here.
This is going to be, it's not going to bend. It's waterproofed, but with the bag, we wanted to make sure that literal hell or high water people would get what they paid for and beautiful shape.
So here we go. I'm going to put it, I'll save this. I make crap out of that stuff. Actually, I'll show you something I'm working on. I showed it a while ago. I got to paper mache it. Where is it here? A while back, I taught a class on. Oh, there it is. Hold on, I got to get my headsets off. A while back, I taught a class at at like an art center. How'd you pop off?
I thought you did it on purpose.
No,
you knew me so well that you knew if you went off screen, I was just going to take over the show. So I was like, oh, what a smart guy. He knocked me. You turned. It was almost like a wipe cut in a movie. You turned and I disappeared.
I must have hit the mouse accidentally. I apologize.
I am not leaving that jerk alone with my show.
So I was at an art center over the summer and I taught a class on, it was called manga and cosplay. So I taught people how to draw manga style art, and then we had to make props for cosplaying. So this is something I started building, and it's a Warhammer. I don't know how best to show it.
Wow.
So this is what I saved the cardboard for. I make stuff like this for fun. I'm going to paper mache it. I'll eventually sand it down. I started paper macheing as a sample, but I want to reinforce a few things before I really paper mache. And then I'll paint it, and I'll probably give it to my 6-year-old nephew.
That's
and
very cool.
Let him go.
That's very cool. I got to tell you, I'm so relieved. You said you're going to show us something. I was afraid you're going to come back in like some sort of metal bikini.
No. That's not my style. I don't know what you're into, man. But all right, so let's get back to this book. This book, first of all, here's the cover. It's in the plastic. I'll take it out in a moment. The cover was done by James, correct?
James Lines is the co-founder of Fugitive Poems, and he is the artist. I could not possibly be luckier than to have James as a partner. And that cover is so freaking metal.
You know, I gotta say, every time you guys talk about how you work together and stuff, I'm so thrilled you two are working together, because he is the perfect person for your art. You know, I don't know if there's anyone better. I know we talked about doing something, and I did write, you know, you wrote something for me, and due to certain reasons, it hasn't been drawn yet. It's on my schedule. I'm just moving very slow with things, but I'm getting work done.
Cool.
Which is the important thing. So it's one of my future projects. But when you approached me, I think about a project that eventually became, you and James started on with Fugitive Poems, because I was the first artist you were talking to about it. I'm like, I don't know if that's for me. And it was a little too dark, I think, in my style. So, and that wasn't what I did at the time.
Our story in the book is the just cool black soul of the book. Everyone else is much better people than we are. There you go.
That is awesome right there.
That is Jack Van Thom. Jack Van Thom is a artist with the Comic Jam. He's a phenomenal artist, comic artist.
Yeah.
The man is a machine. I mean, he's a machine, the way he gets stuff out. And that was our second stretch goal right there, was that poster. If we hit on Kickstarter the second level, then everyone would get that, and everyone's getting that. It's so cool looking. Jack,
you know, I gotta say, I really like it. And you know what? When you mentioned the Comics Jam, that's the thing you were mentioning on last time you were on. I got reached out to by, I forgot who it was, but I never got back to them. Or I got back to them, but I just never worked it out. I got to get onto that.
We talk about that a lot and how rude you were. It comes up.
I know. I'm a jerk. I know.
At this point, it's all the Discord's about.
And this is another nice one.
That is Atomic Anvil by James Lines. And I mean, that my son was just in my office like, Dad, where's mine? I forgot. He asked me to have James sign his. He loves that, and he wants it in his room. Again, metal.
Yeah, metal. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous work. I mean, and I wish he was here. I forgot to ask him. He draws all this by hand and then inks digitally, I think.
He draws everything, I believe, from the start for the most part by hand, but then he has different processes depending on what comic. Like our comic in the book, and I don't want to speak too much to what he does because half it's a mystery to me. But our comic in the book is watercolor.
Oh, he watercolor. Oh.
Yeah, and it's stunning. So he had a slightly different process. James is always evolving and just doing crazy stuff. If you look at Shelter in Flames, which is in Containment Breach 1, it's also free on fugitivepoems.com. And then you look at Delphine in this book, and I tell you that it's the same artist. You're going to look at it and you're going to say, yes, I see that, but damn. Totally different abilities and styles. He's incredible.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. You sent this out yesterday to me?
Yes.
Because because I'm just looking. You autographed it very nicely to me. I'll read the autograph. It's a nice personal autograph. You spelled my name wrong, but that's okay. No, I'm kidding.
Did I?
No, I'm kidding. Oh. But it's dated the 13th. You wrote this on Sunday night, and I want to look at did it have 1 day on there?
I shipped it yesterday.
Yeah, priority mail 1 day. Wow, man, that's awesome.
I got a text from you and two other people I know, and I'm like, I put it in the I put it in the mailbox yesterday afternoon.
Yeah,
morning.
So it says here. I'm just gonna read the quote that you wrote me. The little inscription here. To Michael, the man who got me writing comics, my eternal thanks. Hope you dig this. And then your signature, dude. And you know, that's great. Thank you for the words. You know, I don't want to take credit for getting you into comics, but I will. This wouldn't have happened without me. That's what I.
Hey, dude, I was a comic fan my entire life, and a writer. And
Yeah.
so I wanted to be a comic book artist so bad. And when I had this shocking revelation that it was impossible for a human being to suck more at drawing, I was so heartbroken. Wait, was it Jack Kirby that said comics will kill you? Right. Well, it was my love of them and not being able to do them that broke me. It never occurred to me. I was like, well, I know I'm a writer. It never occurred to me because it was so visual to me to turn around and come back as the most forgotten part of the comics world, the writer.
Which technically is probably the most important part, because without writing, you have no story.
But nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Right?
You're the writer? Yeah.
Okay, but can you draw? And that's true because I mean, there's a visual medium, and but you came to me about writing a comic, and it was like it woke something up. I'm like, wait, I love comics. Why am I not doing this?
You know what? And I will tell you this: I just recently put it away, or actually, here. You want to know how messy my studio is right now? I was going to do this an overshot on my drawing table, but that's my drawing table right now.
Oh.
Okay. And so the only thing that's ever clean is right behind me. Okay.
Michael, why am I always sitting here? I mean, come on.
Look at that pile. You see those little folders underneath that? There's like yellow and red folders. One of them is the story you wrote.
Are you just trying to insult me and hurt me now?
No, I'm just saying, dude.
Christian, look over there. Do you see that pile of absolute crap? Your story's not even on top of it.
Hold on. Let's not call that crap. Those are some great comic trades right there.
Okay.
There's some. It's just I'm redoing my shelf, and that's on there. But let's take a look, because you and I both are short on time today. I gotta start cooking dinner and get ready for my show later. And
same here.
Yeah, you got to do some stuff. I'm just looking at the art, and it's gorgeous. The where's it here? The Gods Will Come to You, Olympus, New Mexico. The art by Matt Rowe. Now, Matt, this stuff I'm seeing is gorgeous. I'm just flipping through it. I'm just picking stuff at random, and I just happen to land on that page.
Speaking of Matt's, and Matt Rowe is phenomenal. Matt Rowe is a Canadian artist. His last Kickstarter was The Eternal Dieback. And I think he's going to be shipping soon. But there's another Matt in that book, and you know him.
Yes.
Matt Battaglia.
Yes. That's another great one. Who's this one here? Art by Elliot Rodriguez, story by Ryan Burke.
Ryan did a great graphic novel called Coronary, and we got him paired up with Elliot, and good Lord, look at those 2 pages.
It's just gorgeous stuff here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. By the way, Matt Battaglia and Doug Wood just put this out on Kickstarter, Leap M. And you can contact either of them, Matt Battaglia or Doug Wood, on Twitter and get a copy. It is a gorgeous one-shot graphic novel.
That's all. Now, let me ask you, just speaking of that, because the Kickstarter is over, can people still get your book places? Can they order this from somewhere?
We are right now. I'm deep in the shipping world. Actually, that's what my pile is over here. I'm having shaky internet right now, so I'm afraid to touch the computer. But if I turn the camera over there, you'd see 400 copies of box with 400 copies of this, and I'm deep in shipping right now. But we're going to be putting up on our website how to get it, and you can also at Fugitive Poems on Twitter or and this is terrible. I know, but I did it years ago. CDM, my initials, Christian DeMatteo, ETC, etc. At CDM, Cat Dog Mouse, ETC, etc. You can so just at Fugitive Poems me.
Dude, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you on Discord right now? You have Discord open right now?
Oh, do you hear it?
Yeah, I'm just asking because I
yells at me all the time. I thought I closed it.
No, it's okay because my phone has been going off too, but I have it on silent, and I was like, and I just checked. Did I turn it on silent?
I shut Discord off, but the reminder stays on. And
I get the same thing.
Yeah,
I just found.
So tweet me, DM me at Fugitive Poems, and we can get you a copy of the book. And I'm in shipping. Tell me, DM me, and we will send you a copy. I got a lot. We're going to Terrificon in July.
Awesome.
But we're
Good
going to
show.
be ordering more copies anyway. So if you want the book, DM me $20 and I will send it.
Well, I'll make sure to walk that show so I can come see you guys. I
Please do.
usually I haven't been doing a lot of shows because of the pandemic, and you know me, I don't like to leave my house. So
This is true. I do know that.
so I haven't been going a lot of places. I actually just accepted a show here in Dobbs Ferry on April 30th. It's the library con. It's called FerryCon. I will be there at FerryCon. Yeah, so I just found yours and James' work.
Look at that watercolor.
Yeah, I mean, when I was flipping there, and I'm like, okay, this has to be your stuff. And when I saw this, I mean, I just love looking at James's work.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you know what I get? I
what?
get to see the sketches. I get text messages. I get emails. I get stuff in our drive. I get to see every step of it happening, and I am absolutely awed that I get to be a part of this.
Yeah, just look at what James did here in watercolor. Yeah. It's gorgeous, man. I don't want to give the story away, so I'm not going to show anymore. This right here,
completely inappropriate.
Yeah. Oh, here's the other one. This is Matt. How do you say his last name? Battaglia.
Battaglia. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You would think I can say Italian last names properly, being Italian, but it doesn't work out for me. I can't say anyone's names. But like, this is Matt's work, and I talked about this when he was on my show. I love his black and whites.
Yeah,
I love that stuff. I'm actually leaning more towards going back to black and white than bringing color into my work a little bit.
There were two guys in the book, Matt Battaglia and the great Brian Beardsley, who, when we were in the editing phase, and my buddy Mark Capitelli was a senior editor, and I was editor-in-chief, and James was art director, and so we were watching over every stage of the production, and we got the inks in, and James and I looked at Brian's, and we looked at Matt's, and we're like, so you're not going to color this. And they were both like, we figured you wanted full color for the book. I said, we do. What?
Yeah.
These are Brian's as well as the other black and white. The line just so crisp. And
I'll find it in a moment, but I'm just looking at, is this Pierre Rosette?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
This dude's art. Just look at this panel right there of that like fairy character exploding. Yep. Like, just, my God. I saw that. I was like, that is awesome. And then I know it's a simple. People will think it's a simple panel, but drawing hands is difficult from certain angles, and getting a fist right like that. Jeez, man.
Dude, this week's theme on the Comic Jam was make the artist's life easy. So I wrote a script called "The Horses and Hands" because I'm a jerk. Two things that are notoriously difficult to draw. And Jack Van Thom got my script, and you got to see what we did with it. It's hysterical.
I got to get on this Discord group here. I don't know if I'm on yet.
By the way, Killer Bad by Jeff Perant. This is the guy that wrote The Last Fae that Pierre Rosé drew. So Pierre Rosé is not on this project, but Jeff Perant just kickstarted this, and he's working on 2. Contact him, and you can get it. He's awesome. But him and Pierre, and I've seen images from it, they were so excited to work together on this book that they never met before we put them together. They're doing a super secret project right now. So you're going to see that art and that writing combo. You're going to see more of.
That is all. And now I just found Brian's work. Look at that. You guys, just, my God. This stuff is beautiful.
Every story is a different flavor. The style combinations.
Does the wolf.
Right?
Just.
That's Fenrir. World leader.
Oh my God. This is I look so forward to reading all this here. And then this stuff, and then is this the last story? No, it's not. But this guy, where is it here? I want to find out who it is. John Jack. I like that. There's something like, I don't know how to say it, reminiscent about, like, I don't know how to describe his style.
Yeah.
But there's something that like takes me back to I don't even know what, just like an old like movie or
Yep.
you know, like old like pulp movies type of thing. I feel like it. I feel.
He's got, to me, a classic feel
Mhm.
that sort of mixes with maybe a Hanna-Barbera sensibility.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe that's why I look at, because
And
you know me.
there's a humor to this particular story. It's written by Michael Flanagan, who you may have
Oh,
heard of.
I think I know Mike a little bit.
And it's written by Mike Flanagan, and him and John Jack worked together on Containment Breach Volume 1 as well, with
Okay.
on a story called what the hell was it? Some Virus at the Zoo.
Okay.
And James and I actually gave them that theme. So this book, every Containment Breach volume has an umbrella theme, and
Mhm.
then we pair writers and artists, and then we have them all come up with a prompt, and we mix their prompts up and give them to other teams. So ours was we got the hidden truth. So we had to come up with a mythologically inspired story that
Uh-huh.
somehow included the prompt, the hidden truth. One of my favorite
Interesting.
in the book came from Grant the Armet. The prompt he gave was what they wear shall be their doom, and that became Dino Caruso and Marcelo Biot and Eros de Lima's comic in there.
No.
Which
I gotta look up all these, 'cause I think you have a table of contents here, so I can see.
we do.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm looking at the last one, Epic
Sure.
Poems for Children.
Yeah.
Who's this? Jay? Is that Chic?
Jay Chic.
My God.
If
And
you all had gone $60 further, people in the world, you'd all be getting the third stretch goal, which was a poster from him.
oh my
Jay
God.
Cheek is a crazy talent.
Look at that.
Yeah.
My God, this is
Yeah.
gorgeous. Like every page in here, I mean, every page, but every story is a different style. I obviously I haven't read it, but I'm sure you know, you guys being the pros that you are, made sure the stories are great for this, for the art as well. But I'm just sitting here flipping through it, and everything just excites me
Oh,
at what I'm looking at.
you're
Like,
making me happy.
who is this? I went back. I guess I skipped over this. Oh, the one you were talking about, Dino and Marcello here,
Yeah, that's
right?
Mature Pursuits.
Oh my God, dude, just look at this.
Yeah, so they got the prompt, what they wear shall be their doom, and out came this story of Hermes and Ate.
Oh my God, dude, this is gorgeous stuff.
Yep.
Like, I'm just super excited. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I have a lot to catch up on. I'm hoping next week when I have some free time to like, I'm going to be doing a lot of art next week, trying to catch up on all my work. But my goal is to make sure to start reading like a book a day. Like, you know, I showed this in the beginning, the Marty and Spud
Yep.
book from Matt Hansel.
Yep.
So if you don't know Matt, check out his work.
You've
He
turned
does a
me on to him a while ago,
yeah,
actually.
he does a lot of good stuff, and Marty and Spud's his original character. So you know, it's a very friendly, kid friendly book, but
Just like
like
ours.
this yeah, no, this one is not for kids, 18 or older, well maybe 17, yeah, and older.
30 or older. No.
Yeah, this one, you know, 7 years old, you can read this, from what I gather.
I'm just praying that there's a parent out there right now watching who's going to get that confused.
Well, let me tell you something. Working with as kids as much as I do, there are some parents out there who'll be like, "This is good. Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
But
I had to curate the book for my son. My I didn't even show my 5-year-old son. But Dashiell wanted to see it. And I'm
yeah,
like, all right, I'm dying to show you this. We're going to sit down together and we're going to figure out what pages you can look at. And I'm like, oh, you can read this story. And I had him read Golden Apple by Nicholas Doan, who has got The Kid and the Ripper on
okay.
about Billy the Kid and Jack the Ripper
Oh wow.
on Kickstarter right now. And it's awesome. He
You
wrote
need to
it.
set. I'm sorry to interrupt. You need to send me these links, because I don't know all the links, all the stuff going on, and there's a lot, you know, a lot of stuff going on, and I don't catch all of them. So I need you to send me.
Well, you know, our contributors are off and doing such cool stuff, and I'm so
Yeah.
proud of them. And Nick has been working on this for a while. So his was him, Jack Van Thom, and lettering by the great Kevin Lintz, master of, visual sound, as I have dubbed him. He's amazing. Dash is going through the story. He's reading the story, and I'm like, "This is a good one for you." And it's cool. It's got Athena in it, and he's really into Percy Jackson, so the whole thing worked for him really well. And all of a sudden, I looked away for a minute. He's like, "Dad," and I didn't even need to look. I'm like, "Bad word." He's like, yeah. I said, you didn't see that. Forget about that. But he loved the story. Maybe just because of the bad word. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, he's a kid. Who knows? So anyway, I got to wrap up because it's 5 o'clock. We both need to kind of take off and do stuff. But before we go, I just want to share my screen real quick and show you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. right here on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Twitch, if I get his name wrong, I apologize. Zachary, is it Morose? I'm gonna say. Maybe you're better with it than me. Marois.
I would go at Marois.
Morois. Okay, maybe.
Maroy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But he has his book up on Kickstarter right now, Voyage Melting Pot. It looks like a fun sci-fi movie. Not movie, book. You guys check it out. That'll be tonight at 8:30. So
Can I show you something real quick?
yeah, go for it. Let me give you the screen.
Ed, if you look at the back of our book, you'll see that there's some incredible quotes from people. Editor-in-chief of the Comic Jam, Casey Allen.
Yeah.
I just got this in the mail if we're unboxing things. Bigfoot Knows Karate with him and Pete Woods.
Oh my God, that sounds awesome.
Pete Wood, dude, he's fighting Kung Fu Thulu. I'm just gonna leave you with that. It is crazy and so much fun. The Kickstarter is over, but reach out to Robots Eat Guitar at Robots Eat Guitar, I think is his Twitter. Reach out to Casey Allen. I'm sure he can get you a copy. His other one, which he just recently released issue 2 of, is the Voodoo Child. Whoop, there we go. I never know where I'm on camera. The Voodoo Child series, which is imagine. Do you remember Air America with Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr.? Imagine Air America meets Platoon, meets American Gods.
Wow.
Meets a little bit of Ghostbusters.
Okay.
And that's this incredible story. So these both came out, and you can reach out to Casey and check them out. There are so many cool people out there doing cool things. And Michael, I got to thank you, because this show is such an incredible forum for showing indie work and people really working their butts off to get their art out there. And you got this in the mail today. And you texted me immediately and said, hey, you want to jump on? And it's so cool. You're really providing a great forum for people. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
that. I meant every word I wrote in the book, including the ones that you didn't read. It's just a string of profanities.
No, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words in the book and the personalization of it. And I do look forward to looking at it. And I'll be honest, I forgot, the stretch goals you hit. So I'm thrilled to get these extra posters. I got to see if I can find a place for them, because my walls are just completely covered. So something is going to get covered with one of these or two of these.
I love it. Oh, and for your Yonkers and Westchester viewers, this Friday, I'm heading over to the Spider's Web, and I am dropping off for their shelves Containment Breach Volume 1, Containment Breach Volume 2, and then maybe be a couple of the posters in there.
Nice.
So if you're looking to pick up this book post Kickstarter, you can DM me at Fugitive Poems. And if you're in the Westchester area, go to the Spider's Web. It's going to be in a couple other shops too, but I'm not ready to definitely announce yet. But for as of Friday, the stuff will be in there. Thank you, Michael.
That is awesome. Let me know when you're going. You can text me later when you're going on Friday. If I'm free, I'll stop by.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Very cool.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on. Everybody, thanks for tuning in who watched, and come back tonight for my next interview. We'll look at another Kickstarter. I'm excited for it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you.